Welcome to our channel Iraqi Dinar News. Today we're focusing on a story that could reshape the geopolitical landscape of the Middle East. Prime Minister Sudani's return from his pivotal visit to the United States. As Sudani steps back onto home soil, the air is thick with anticipation. The nation holds its breath, waiting to hear the outcome of meetings that could determine the future of Iraq's sovereignty and economic stability. Will Sudani announce full control over the government and financial institutions? Will the coalition forces finally withdraw, leaving Iraq to steer its own course? Sudani's visit to the United States was not just a routine diplomatic affair. It was a mission laden with the weight of Iraq's future. Amidst the backdrop of regional tensions and the complex web of international relations, Sudani's delegation, which included key ministers and influential business figures, sought to negotiate terms that would redefine Iraq's position on the world stage. The discussions were multifaceted, covering the presence of US forces in Iraq, the impact of US Treasury sanctions, and the broader bilateral ties between the two nations. The stakes were high, as these talks held the potential to loosen the financial chokehold on Iraq and chart a new path for the nation's autonomy. The pro-Iranian Shia coordination framework, a powerful faction within Iraq, has been vocal in its demands. They view the US military presence as an overhang of foreign influence and the sanctions as a direct attack on their financial networks. Sudani's challenge was to navigate these internal pressures while securing concessions from the United States that would empower Iraq without compromising its long-term interests. The outcome of these negotiations could signal a new era for Iraq. If Sudani can announce that Iraq has regained control over its banks and governance, free from external punishments, it would mark a significant shift in the balance of power. Such a declaration would not only satisfy the demands of the Shia coordination framework but also ignite a spark of hope for a nation yearning for self-determination. However, the road ahead is fraught with complexity. Any agreements made will need to balance the immediate relief from sanctions with the long-term strategic interests of both Iraq and the United States. The question remains, can Sudani deliver on the promises of autonomy and prosperity for Iraq, or will the shadow of foreign influence continue to loom over the nation? As we await Sudani's statement on Monday, the possibilities are endless. Will he stand before his people and declare a new dawn for Iraq, free from the shackles of external control? Or will the reality of international politics dampen the hopes for a swift and complete transition to sovereignty? Join us as we analyze the intricacies of this historic visit and explore the potential outcomes of Sudani's negotiations. Stay tuned for our in-depth discussion on what this means for Iraq, the Middle East, and the global community at large.